9 News.
And we begin with the possible renaming of several places in Oregon that have controversial names. Thank you for joining us here for the special edition of KEZI 9 News. I'm Carly Tinsley in for Jaewon Jung. Now, certain mountains, creeks, and geographical areas across the state are now in the spotlight. A petition has even gained hundreds of signatures for officials to take action. We start with KEZI 9 News reporter Grace Smith, who attended the meeting and has more on the new names we could be seeing on Oregon maps.
All those in favor of moving this forward?
I thought, well, this can't be right, and I'm going to do something about it.
Eugene resident Joyce McLean is one of the people behind the proposal to rename Swastika Mountain in Lane County.
I submitted the paperwork, and I've been talking with the U.S. Geological Department and the state.
McLean says this all started back in January when one day she was reading the paper and saw that 2 hikers were lost in the area of Swastika Mountain.
I read about it in the paper, these people who had to be rescued off the mountain of Mount Swastika. And I couldn't believe what I was reading.
McLean sat in the back where she watched as members of the Oregon Geographic Names Board gave the green light to further discuss changing Swastika Mountain to Mount Hollow.
Which refers to a chief of the Kalapuyas many years ago. That's the name that is now being forwarded.
Carrie Timchuk is the executive director of the Oregon Historical Society and says now the name goes through the second round of approval.
We have to circulate the names with the local Indian nations, with the county governments, other interested landowners. They'll have 60 days to let us know what they think about that name, and then the board will meet again in December, and in the hopes that if there is no objections that have come to our way since then, that name will be moved to the U.S. Geographic Names Board.
He says the mountain was named in the early 20th century before the word was tied to Nazi Germany.
Swastika was some sort of spiritual shape, and a farmer rancher here in Lane County used it as a brand on his cattle or livestock, which is led to the name of the mountain.
But he says he understands why some people are upset with the name and pushing to change it. And Swastika Mountain isn't the only name on the meeting's agenda. A total of 8 places in Douglas, Grant, and Wasco County were discussed, as well as what could be their new names.
We have a motion and a second to move this forward to the U.S. board.
McLean hopes her actions will inspire others to stand up for something you believe in.
Renaming something that a person thinks is wrong, I mean, people should go out there and do the legwork and do something about it. Be active, not just let it go by.
Reporting in Eugene, Grace Smith, KEZI 9 News.